Okay, today's project, we have got to fix a toilet. The toilet's in pretty bad shape. It is the tank that is leaking pretty bad onto the floor. One too many uses. So I have to get the old rusted bolts out of it and go to the store, buy new and replace them. And it's a pretty easy fix. Well, most of the time it's an easy fix. So I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at and what I need to do. It started leaking on the floor. It's in one of my motel rooms. I did not know it until one of the guests finally told me. And so I came here and took a look at it and wiggled it and really started to make a mess. If you look up underneath there, bolts are in pretty bad shape. We look down inside, rusted all the way down to nothing. Water does a toll on the toilet. So I will go to the hardware store and I will buy this kit. It comes with the bolts and the rubber piece that is in between the tank and the bowl. Replace that also and put it together and try to make it an easy fix. I want to show you how bad this is. It actually started with a screwdriver and it actually broke off with just a screwdriver. So that'll be pretty easy to get that out of there. I'll reach it out down under and try to get that bolt out of there. Yeah, still going to mess with it a little bit here. Start working on the other side and see how bad that is. That's a lot of corrosion in there. Look at that. That's just really, really nasty. There's the bolt. Yeah, hard to get in there, but put a pair of pliers on the bottom to hold it and try to get that off of there. I can actually get a hold of the bolt underneath of it where I can start spinning this screw up out so I can replace it. Again, I don't have to worry about the other one. It rusted down to nothing. It's one of my favorite jobs. Sarcastically said. Everybody's got to fix the toilet every now and then. And they're pretty easy to do. Nope, I'm talking to the camera. Oh, that's my wife. She comes in all the time. She wants to check up on me, make sure I'm working instead of napping. Alright, got it. Got the water off. I'll disconnect the water line coming in. Up and off. That's that rubber I was telling you about I'm going to replace. Don't hit it too hard, you'll probably break the porcelain, then you got to replace the entire toilet. I went to Lowe's and I picked me up this tank to bowl kit. And it has the gaskets and the 2 bolts that will put this all together. And while I was there, I decided that I was going to get a Fluid Master. It's a universal valve, fill-up valve, plus a 2-inch flapper, just to revamp it a little bit inside, so that hopefully I will not have any trouble with this in the future. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take that gasket off, and I'm going to put the new gasket on. Then I'll put the bolts through the holes and attach it to the tank. That hole there, of course, is for this here. So away I go with putting it together. That comes off. The new one comes on. As you see, it is tapered, and you want that to come up. The flat part is going to go against the tank. So we will then push this on here and make sure that it goes on nice and snug all the way down, so there's no leaks. Looks like it fits good. On first, and then the gasket, the hard washer, then the gasket. You put that all the way down, and then you're going to go from inside the tank, and you're going to put it in that hole. It's going to come out this hole here. It's going to be sticking out, just like that. Now you see the other one, I have that one already done. Now you're going to put the rubber gasket on first to go against the tank, and then the washer, and then the nut, and then you tighten it, but not too tight. You don't want to do it too tight to break the porcelain. It will break pretty easily. So it's nice and snug where you have a nice watertight fit so it does not leak. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the flapper out. And it's pretty easy. You got little ears that this thing sits on. You just flip it off and you take it off there, and as you can see, that's pretty worn. The new one has little clips on it. Pretty easy. Make sure you take the cardboard off. And all you do is you snap it right down on there. Right on them little clips. And then of course you got a chain, and you will hook it to your little arm here, so that whenever you flush it, it'll bring that flapper right on up and flush away. So I'm adjusting it right now. Have to bring it down the chain a little bit. Put it on in that hole. And there we go. We got it. Good to go. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get your valve, your fill valve, and we're going to install it. I'm going to open it up. Got the rubber piece. Put the rubber piece on there. Put it all the way down. Nice and snug. That's going to be the nut that you put down on the bottom of the tank. So if you can see in there that hole, what we're going to do is we're going to just set it in here. Get this nut, reach around from the bottom. And you spin that on there. Nice and tight. Good to go. Now, with this piece here, you have a little fill right here that fills your bowl as it is flushing. As it's filling up your tank, it will then fill up your bowl. So, you will put it attached to that. And then this here, you put right down into that hole. And that will go down into your bowl. This mechanism here is it will adjust the flow of water into your bowl. So we will adjust that later. So right now I am ready to put this thing on the bowl. So here we go. Okay, ready to put the tank on the bowl. We will hatch up the bolt holes. Set it down on there real nice and easy. Have the wing nuts. And I will start putting them on the bolts coming down through. Try to do this evenly so your bowl or your tank isn't crooked. Yes. Hold on 1 second. I tightened the wing nuts and I put the water line hose on. Everything is done and set. I'm going to turn the water on and we're going to see if it holds water. Alright, starting to fill up. So far so good. I see no dripping yet. See, there's that fill hose. When you put it here, it's actually going into the bowl. See, it's coming in now. So far, so good. How this thing works here is when the water fills up, this is a float, and it will actually lift this up and turn it off. So when it gets to that point, it will turn it off automatically. Alright, here we go. Flush it. Flush is good. Starting to fill back up. I think we have success. I'm the toilet master. And just remember, if you do these things at home, you too can be the ultimate dad. Saves you money. Subscribe to my site and watch more of my do-it-at-home projects so that you too can become the ultimate dad.